Hello guys, and welcome to this episode of Foolcraft 3 modded Minecraft 1.12.2 guys, from the Craftinomical server. It's awesome to be back already. I hope you checked out the streams, or you checked out the introductory episode that we had last time. Yeah, I'm just out here in the desert, browsing around the cacti, picking up some flowers. I think you can make blaze powder or something like that out of these cinder pearls. And yeah, today we're going to do some building, guys. We're going to try and finish off our tower. Now, I want to show you some of the things you do in this pack in order to get cheaper blocks, okay? So that's what we're getting the cactus for. And I think we also need some red, which we have here, so that's good, that's good. There we go. Can get some more of these. I'm gonna have to have a lot of dyes in this game, to be honest. And so I guess we need to set up a sheep farm fairly soon with some sort of absorption hopper thing, because you know you get dye from sheeps in this pack, which is kind of shiny and kind of OP as well. Buildmonger pointed it out to me. It's of course fairly cheaty. I agree. But nevertheless, that's how we do in Foolcraft. The first thing I want to do is I want to build a color wheel, because there's something here called flat colored blocks. Here we go. It's very simple. It's green dye, cyan dye, purple dye, and red dye with an iron ingot. So we need to probably make some cyan, right? And then we need to make some purple. But for that, I guess we need this here, like this. Yeah. So then we have purple, and we have cyan, and we have red, but we still need cactus, so we need to go downstairs and put a cactus in the furnace. I'll put it in the redstone furnace, I think, because the other ones are cooking up other things that we're going to get back to in a second. So now we should be able to make this color wheel. There we go, color wheel got, right? Let's see here. Yeah, we have cobble in here, and we can just get these blocks straight out of the thing here. I don't know why exactly it's. Yeah, so if we want that one, for instance, we can get that, and then we can just build with them. They're really cool because they're colorful, and you can easily chisel them into something nice. They're just colors, they're flat, although they do have a little bit of a texture, which I'm thankful for. And so they're going to be sort of a standard building block for us here. Now the other thing that we are going to do is we're going to use a lot of these blocks from xTones. Let's see here. Oh, actually, let's go upstairs again, guys. We're going to use the xTones blocks as well. And these blocks are all xTones blocks, okay? But I want to show you how to make them. So I have some here already, which is nice. And we have some stone as well. Let's grab that, and let's grab a bit of this. Let's put that back again. So here we go. So the xTones blocks are all based on this tile block, and you make it with some tiles and a piece of stone, right? And we're going to just make all of this into them now. So you get a fair few of them, and then you can combine them with other things, with simple things like, so this is with a stone slab, and you get the agon. If you combine them with a lapis, you get the azure. If you combine them with what I assume is coal, you get bit, which is a black block. And there are 16 types of these things, and each type has 16 variants. But the shiny thing is you can combine them with dirt. Actually, where is my dirt nowadays? I'm between storage systems, guys. I'm a bit confused. Dirt. Okay, it's not in there. That's good. Yeah, so you can combine them with dirt, and I will show you how. So let's see here. That is this block here, creep, which means creep in Swedish. And we made all of these into creep. But if you then go ahead and take your chisel, which I have put away somewhere, so I don't know where it is, you can actually transform them from creep to any of the other variants. There we go. I will show you this. And this is actually really cheap blocks, guys, and that's good because I don't want to, at least in the beginning, I don't want to spend too much time collecting materials, right? So here we got all the Agon, Azure. Remember, this actually cost lapis, but we can get around that by paying dirt instead. Bit, Cray, Fort, Glax, Ism, Gelt, and then Corp again, and Creep, and so on and so forth. And if we, for instance, convert them to Corp, we can then get access to all the variants of Corp by shift clicking the shift and then scrolling the mouse wheel, right? So this, for instance, is this block here, and let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, we have these. That's these here, and then we have these shiny blocks, which are what I'm thinking of using here for the sort of pillar that holds this whole thing up. Yeah, so we can just go ahead and place some of these. That's the wrong kind. And you can just shift click, shift scroll through all these, and just until you get the desired one that you want to have. And that is really shiny, guys. That is awesome stuff, and I'm gonna use that, I suspect, quite a lot here. So that's two of the easy kinds of blocks that you can get really early in Foolcraft. Now, of course, there's chisels, so you can also, of course, get all the cobble stuff and the stone stuff and the whatnot. And there's also the chisel blocks. Don't forget them. There's what they call factory blocks, right? And they can be really cool. So you make, let's see here, factory block, right? With iron and stone, you make 32 factory block, and they can be chiseled into all sorts of things here. So they can be chiseled into cool things, right? So factory block, massive hexagonal plating. You can make hexagons in Minecraft. It's heresy, but it's true, and so on and so forth. So I think that's the three types of really cheap blocks. But that being said, now we're going to build here. I'm going to explain a little bit what we're going to do. So these here are supports. I'm not totally sold on the type, but I think they look cool from a distance, right? And then from the bottom here is going to be like these blocks. I'm going to mix them up a little bit later, but I'm going to go basically up like this until they rest comfortably on the surface. But this is what makes it so that this thing can sit in the hill, right? So then over here, the support is going to sort of start halfway up, which is fine as well. That's fine as well, guys. So the supports are going to basically hold up a column that is going from here and straight up here, and then a bit taller than this as well. And then we're going to cap it off in some nice manner here. And yeah, it's going to be able to have several floors of these. These floors are a 16 circle, and we can have one function, is my idea, per floor. Now I have two functions here, but that's because I only have one floor at the moment. Yeah, but we can have maybe the roof height is 8 or 7 or something like that. So we can have a number of floors here, each with one function. So this is going to be our storage floor. We're going to have a silent gems floor, and we're going to have a farming floor with closures, I think, and so on and so forth. We can also go down. So all of the things that I have down here, they're actually temporary, and this is all going to go away. And even this power setup is going to go away. I'm going to move it basically to straight underneath the base instead, because actually, if you look on the map here, I've had to claim an extra chunk here, over here, right in the middle of what is going to become the road, because yeah, I kind of expanded a bit too far there. Anyway, guys, I've been waffling on for a fair while. We know what we're going to do. I'm going to build a bit, and then we're going to have a look at it. Oh, so cute. I want one. But I don't want it that much. So, wow. We built a fair bit here, guys. Yeah, fair bit. And we're not done, of course, but, you know, it's getting on. Okay, so it's getting along. So this is all the same block at the moment. That we're gonna swap that out to switch it up. And for instance, we can mix in some of these. I think that'll be pretty cool. We can also have these. I think these will maybe work better, but just like fans or something like that. But of course we can also go and take some of these blocks and actually swap them out for variants, such as these, or these, or even these. Make him some grates here. Actually, that looks really, really great. In fact, pun intended. So I think that's gonna liven up the outside. If we sort of combine, maybe not those actually. Now that I think about it, but maybe if we combine like these, some of those to give a bit of color, with some of those to give that contrast in texture. I think we'll be home with that bit. Now, from here we're gonna sort of slope it down like this, right? And then these, of course, are gonna get filled in. And at the moment I'm thinking filling them in with clay, and then having creep on the outside. Looking pretty snazzy. Looking pretty snazzy. So I think that's what we're gonna do with that. And then on this side, I'm not sure how this pillar is gonna come up. So I think we're gonna have to build it from the top when I'm done with everything else. So that's how we're doing with that. And yeah, on the inside I think we need to swap out the floor, because now it's a bit too much black here. Maybe actually we go for the cray on the floor, because that'll be nice and bright. And then we need to have some sort of decorations in the walls here on the inside as well. And floor it up, okay? Floor it up. So that's how we're doing. I'm gonna just basically finish it, guys. I'm gonna finish it and then we'll be back and have a look at it. Alright guys, we have some serious progress to report here. Look at that behind me. That's our building. Let's go and have a look at it. So I've been, actually it's the next day now. I've been playing for hours here actually, because I've had a bit of an accident at work. I've dislocated my knee. And this is all I can do now. I can play Minecraft. That's about it. If I try and move, yeah, it just hurts. It's painful, guys. So I've tried to make the building a little bit more interesting with some variants here of the blocks corp. I've added some flat lamps. I think they look awesome. And like we discussed, the factory blocks here as well. And up around here, we're rounding it off with factory blocks as well. I like that. I like it. Pretty much finished. I'm starting to experiment with other things here, like windows and things like that. So there's more to do here for sure, but the basics is finished is what I'm trying to say. So let's go inside. I've actually made a room here as well, just to try it out, okay? So this is what it could look like. Yeah, this is what it could look like. So we have, it's fairly bright colors, which I like. Here's the window. I've even chiseled some here. I can do that more thoroughly later, of course. But here's the window anyway, right? And we can have machines in the walls like this. And the reason we can do that is basically I've left a block here as a buffer, right? So we can have all the cabling and all that sort of stuff here. Now the idea is to have many floors here, of course, but to have a block in between them. So we have the roof, empty block, and the floor. That gives us again room to have cabling in between, which I think is a pretty decent idea. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen these before. These are from Nice, or xNice I think it's called, and they are really nice. Bubble columns. You can also make aquariums, so you can make like a wall with fishes in them instead of these bubbles and things like that. That's really cool. These are factory blocks, again blue in this case, because I think it goes with the with the refined storage stuff. This stuff still needs to move, but I've only made one floor. I'm not too sold on the floor block and the roof blocks. This is Agon type 16 and this is Cray type 1, which is the same that we have out here in between the pillars here. And this entrance, by the way, is temporary. This is not going to be where the entrance is. In fact, I don't know where the entrance is gonna be yet. We'll have to see. But guys, our starter house is pretty much done, alright? The next steps here really is to move in, you know? I need to take all the things that I've built so far and actually make them into floors here. And also underneath. And I think that's going to be something I'll largely do off camera. For the stuff I've already done. But for new stuff, we'll obviously do it on camera, guys. Okay, I think what you're gonna experience next in terms of Foolcraft, guys, is me streaming on Sunday. So until then, have a good time, and I'll see you later. Bye!